Hello everyone, Time to Grind here, and today I wanted to talk about Soldat. And Soldat is a 2D shooter that really gives me some like Quake and CSGO and even Worms, if you've played those games, kind of a vibe to it. And this is a pretty old game. According to the Steam page, it came out in 2002, but it actually just got released on Steam. So previously you had to, get it from their website, but it just got its Steam launch. And I think the main reason why is because they're working on Soldat 2, which supposedly is slated to come out later this year in Q2, and so they're probably trying to build up a base of people that kind of are familiar with it, so when Soldat 2 comes out it does better. But overall, I just I've never played it. I know a lot of people have a lot of nostalgia for it. They played it back in the day. I thought it's only 18 years late to make a review, and so I thought I would give it a shot, play it, give you guys my first impressions, and just have some fun. So in this game, it seems like there's two main game modes. At least they're the two big ones that all the servers are, because there's a server browser, and it was Capture the Flag and Deathmatch. And I've never really been a huge Capture the Flag guy, so I played a little bit of it, and it was fun. It was fun to have a kind of team-based thing, but overall I was mainly playing Deathmatch. And so every time you die, or when you get in the game, you can change your loadout. You can pick between a bunch of different primary weapons and a bunch of different secondary weapons, and there are a lot of different weapons, and a lot of them are very unique. And so for me personally, kind of the ones I was liking and using more was like the SPAS 12 like shotgun that everybody knows and loves in a lot of games, and that was just really fun for like short range kind of stuff. And then I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but like the Ruger 77, which is kind of like a marksman rifle, that was really fun to kind of snipe people with long range. And then the AK-47, I was like, ooh, an AK-47, I know what that gun is. And so I was using it a little bit, and that was kind of fun as well. And overall, I am pretty bad at this game. I'm pretty good at first-person shooters, not to like toot my own horn, but it does not translate that well in this game. And the other huge thing about this game is everyone has jetpacks. So, not only can you like jump and move around, but you can use a jetpack. And so movement is a huge part of this game, and I think that's really cool. I mean, there were people that were just like flying past me across the screen. It seems to add like a huge high skill ceiling, because not only are you having to aim and like get the gunplay down, but if you want to get really good, you got to be able to fly past people. There were people that were like flying past me and then like turning around and then chucking a throwing knife in my head and killing me, and it was pretty impressive, honestly, if not hilarious. And I totally understand why so many people have so much nostalgia for this game. Killing people just in general, no matter really what you're using, killing people in this game is weirdly satisfying and quite hilarious at times. And just as an example, I keep talking about these throwing knives. When I figured out how to actually throw the throwing knives, I just kind of made it a mission to try to get as many kills with the throwing knives as possible. Was it good? Probably not. I was doing terrible. Maybe, every 6 or 7 times I died, I would actually get a kill. But it was really fun to just kind of set a challenge with the weapons that you could get in the loadout and just get a bunch of kills. And I think at least with Deathmatch, there is a lot of casual fun that can be had in this game, even if you aren't the best. You just find a gun or a loadout or anything you like and just try to get as many kills with it. So there was a chainsaw secondary, and in one of my games I kept getting destroyed by this guy with a chainsaw, so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna try. And I don't think I got a single chainsaw kill the entire time, but it was still fun to try to like close the gap with the jetpack and actually get kills with it. And one thing to kind of note is, obviously I'm from America, talked about it, previously, but there weren't a lot of servers, for the United States. And so I was pretty much having to join these servers that had like 120, 140 ping, and I was trying to play kind of like, 9 or 10 in the morning. So, I could understand there might not be a ton of people playing, but it was during the daytime. So I was kind of having to join these servers with 120 ping, and normally I can notice that, but maybe because it's a 2D type of game, I honestly, besides one bad server that I joined, I didn't really experience any lag. So whether it would feel smoother or not, I'm sure it would if there was more, people in the United States playing it. But it doesn't seem to have that big of a player base, but because of the type of game it is, I don't think it matters that much. And I'm sure just, the longer this game's out, the more people will be playing it because of nostalgia purposes. And obviously, if you're going to talk about the graphics aren't the best, obviously, but it kind of has a charm to it, and you can't really blame it for the graphics because, like I said, we are reviewing an 18-year-old game, but the graphics do have kind of a charm to them, and, you can, just in terms of the UI and how you change your controls and everything like that, it's functionable, but, I mean, it could be a lot better, but once again, this is a really old game, so I'm not going to start nitpicking really small things. The main thing we're talking about is the gameplay, and, I'm assuming with Soldat 2, the one is coming out in early access later this year, that'll probably be modernized, but it is obviously a little rough around the edges. And so, overall, there isn't a ton to talk about with this game because it is kind of just this fun, free-to-play game. I mean, you could spend hundreds of hours getting really, really good and, playing with really, really good people and just dominating because there's also a pretty awesome casual player base in this game because it's one of the few games where even if you're getting destroyed, if you're going in it with the right mindset, it's still pretty fun. So, I wasn't doing the best unless I was like playing with the shotgun or the marksman rifle, then I was kind of doing okay. But if I just set, quirky challenges for myself, I was like, I want to see how many, I get killed by like a throwing knife, and I'm like, ooh, the throwing knife, and then I kind of make it a challenge to get kills with the throwing knife. So if you can kind of make challenges for yourself and just try to have fun with the guns that are in the game, there's a lot to have fun with for casual players, and then that's really good for hardcore players because, of course, for them, it's just amazing to destroy people and fly around the map and just get a billion kills, and it's one of the few games where kind of a casual player base, I think, can coexist with a hardcore player base in the same games, even though they're being destroyed, and I think that's a testament to just how solid of a game this is. So I would highly suggest, picking up this game. It's free to play, so might as well just try it. Definitely seems like the type of game that would be a lot better with friends, but overall, beyond that, there's not a whole lot more to talk about this game, because it is kind of just this light, old, nostalgic game that honestly is a ton of fun. So if you have played this game back in the day, in 2002, supposedly when it originally came out, or if you've played it since it recently came out on Steam, I'd love to know your comments in the comments down below. Love talking with you guys. And if you enjoyed this video, then consider leaving a like down below and subscribing to see more content. We put out about 2 reviews every week, so if you want to get notified that that's happening, you got that plus the bell. And then on top of that, last week, the podcast Media Crash, we put out our 4th episode. It's about the heist genre, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But overall, guys, thank you guys, like I said, again, so much for watching. And if you guys are having a great day today, I hope you continue having a great day. If you guys aren't having a great day, I hope you guys start having a great day. But either way, guys, I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. See you guys next time.